Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Crypto Session Brief. We're on Thursday, the 2nd of February 2022. Looking across crypto markets, the main mover of these markets over the past 24 hours has been the Fed. We've seen the dollar index as well moving down to its most depreciated level in 9 months, as the drivers that took the index, talking dollar index here, up until the 115 level all road. That's interest rates, growth, and safe haven differentials. So now you're seeing that big reversal in the dollar. You've seen the euro on the march as well, and equities in general enjoyed Jerome Powell's press conference in particular yesterday, despite it still remaining very hawkish. If you were to look back on some of the moves that we saw in cryptos yesterday as well, with risk being bid, risk in general across all asset classes, you saw equities high, for example, Nasdaq moving higher, S&P moving higher. You would have thought it was a dovish meeting, but truth be told, it wasn't. It was still very hawkish. All the noises coming from Jerome Powell was hawkish, talking about keeping interest rate levels higher, ensuring they're doing everything to tackle inflation. It was all the repeated noises from the previous months. However, previous months' meetings. However, in this particular one, he did make mention to inflation cooling and saying there's some progress. So markets took that as a positive, I guess, and saw it with the Fed potentially slowing down their own aggressiveness, let's hawkishness, and yeah, that basically explains why we saw the big move up in cryptos as well. Because, like I said, with the cryptos, they're moving very much in line with risk. As the start of the year, obviously the gains in cryptos are probably higher than we've seen in equities, but that's normal because it's simply a high beta play on risk, on risk assets, and particular US equities. So that's explaining the move that we've had so far. What have we got today? Well, we've got the ECB, we've got the Bank of England. Not expecting those to be market moving for cryptos, to be honest. ECB will likely remain hawkish, but again, any sign of any sort of dovish noise from Lagarde, markets currently pricing in 50 and 50 over the next two meetings. Anything from Lagarde, which is just easing towards a 25 maybe at the March instead of the 50, which they said they would definitely do. Again, that could be that could give room for a rally in equities, I would say. Apart from that, there's not too much else from the data front. I mean, they are big events today, but don't get me wrong. But I'm talking more impactful for cryptos. I'd say probably next main event will be tomorrow with the payrolls. So with the NFP report coming out around this time tomorrow, give or take a few more hours. So this is where we're at. Bitcoin trying to test that 24k area. We've had a move into that area today so far. Big wick to the upside currently. Let's see where we end up the day, but currently looking like a reversal pin bar, let's say, with the long wick, and then they open the close right down at the bottom of the bar currently. So 24k being the key technical level that I'd like to see us break through. Should we see the rally then into the highs from August of last year up at 25? Otherwise, reversal back down, and we continue to remain in this consolidated region. Ethereum not been as strong as BTC lately in this rally. But it is moving up on its own, and we can see a move into 1700, but that's not been sustained yet. We've seen a rejection off there, just moving down to the middle of that larger bar, which kicked off the day around 1670 right now. So 1700 remains key overhead. You can see not as much momentum to the upside for Ethereum over the past 24 hours, but nevertheless still trying to break out of that range, and getting a daily close above 1700 will be key for that next leg to the upside, you would suggest. Litecoin, some really nice technicals been playing out on this market lately. If you've been tuning into these briefs, we've talked about 95. We had that 102 target. We've moved up into 102 after finding support at 95. So a really nice movement between two levels, and then we've just seen an initial rejection off 102 today. So that's the one to the upside to watch. That's the one to the downside. We'll let it play out and see how it see how the rest of the day unfolds. Ripple not really doing too much. If truth be told, it's getting a little bit choppy. Well, not getting a little bit choppy. It has been for a while. If anything, support at 0.3870 continues to be strong, but then we've still got some sticky resistance here around the 42 cents handle. And that's where we're at on cryptos, the 4 markets that we cover in these briefs. I'll leave it there for today, and I'll see you all inside the crypto session brief tomorrow. Thanks everyone. Bye for now.